What's going on, Jerome? It's a beautiful day for a 7-round Vikings mock draft. So here's what's happened so far. We'll see. And maybe they'll sign a backup quarterback. Maybe they'll sign a backup tight end. Who knows? But diving on in, zoom in, enhance. Feeling good today. Spring has sprung. Something like that. Anyways, the Vikings on the clock at 24. Shador at 1. Cam Ward at 2. Got it. Like everyone that you would expect has already been taken. The Packers go with Donovan. Banks goes to the Chargers. I guess he's going to play guard. Kenneth Grant to the Steelers. I kind of like that. So, the Vikings have a lot of options here. LB3, hit the side of the LB3. Malachi Starks, even though blah, 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 Georgia safety, blah, blah, blah. Malachi Starks is Brian Branch. Firmly believe that. Hampton, Loveland, Zabel. I feel like we have to take Starks in this spot. I think it's too much value. Got no trade offers. So Malachi Starks, again, I understand the questions, but Starks is legit. A 3-year starter, solid tackler as well. Great in terms of slot coverage. Great playing free safety as well. And given the Vikings makeup of the, if only I had this up, given the Vikings makeup of, that's the offensive side, defensive side. Harrison Smith, probably one more season. So then Starks come in, play some slot, eventually kick to the starting safety spot opposite of Jackson and Josh Metellus. I think that'd be really good. So Starks, Malachi Starks, Emin Wari, Jahdae Barron, all very flexible defensive players that are definitely right up Brian Flores' alley. So Starks, welcome on in. You're a Viking. And again, another Georgia safety. Shut up. Shut up. Of course, here's what happened. So we drafted safety. Ransom is there. Makuba's there. It's a lot of good spots. So now we're sort of freed up to do whatever the hell we want. Castro is really good too. Tez Johnson, Dorian Strong, Deion Walker one time, Isaiah Bond. Isaiah Bond might sneak into the first round. Don't really know. Sanker is there. Peebles. Got a couple trade offers. Let's see what we could do. Titans at 103. Would be interested. All right, so 97 for 103 and 120. 9% chance, so never tell me odds. Let's see, 141 and 2 zigzags. Worst they can say is no. All right, 141. 63% chance. All right, dropping down a couple spots. So Belton is there. Belton's interesting to me because could he reduce inside the guard? It's where some people do see him long term. Martinez, Castro, it always comes back to Fannin. Dorian Strong is pretty damn legit too. So do we just go after the secondary right away because that's how this was presented? And I do like Dorian Strong a lot. The pride of Virginia Tech. So he's 6 foot, $179, long physical corner, good hips, 32 tackles, 2 picks, 8 passes broken up last year. I think that he would fit in nicely with the Vikings defensive cornerback room. So Murph, Rogers, Blackman, Akuda, McLaughlin, Taviar Thomas, Dorian Strong. That's a good group. All right, so hammering needs right away. Fannin, I can't get out of my head, though. Tez Johnson, I can't get out of my head. Do you test well? No. Either of them test well? No. I do not care. Yeah, but Dorian Strong, welcome on in. You're a Viking. Just somewhere right now, Daronte Jones is smiling. All right, so now a couple options. Riley Mills is there. Mitchell Evans, JCM, even though he played one game, it's a stud. And the Vikings did have a top 30 visit with Ja'Cory Merritt. All right, so we're going to go that route. Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt. So he only played one game at Arizona, but his 2023 season at New Mexico, go Lobos, 1,190 yards rushing, 17 touchdowns, 6.3 yards per carry, 5'10", 206. Did great at the Big 12 Pro Day, 4.45 40, 41.5-inch vert. He is a downhill, building up speed type runner, and just a tough dude, tough kid. Doesn't bring much as a receiver. Pass protection definitely needs to be upped a little bit. But in terms of a physical specimen you can work with, JCM does make a lot of sense here. Now, we have said before that a running back has to pass protect. Otherwise, he's just going to be gone from Kevin O'Connell. That's why Ty Chandler hasn't gotten the time of day. That's why King Kenne was shown the door. That's why Dwayne McBride was let go as well. So Merritt, he's got the physical tools, but he's got to get it together in that passing phase. Just go from there. All right, so 141 and 2 zigzags. Baby, that's all we need. All right, so, Luke Kandra is just there chilling, winking at me. So Luke Kandra, formerly of Louisville, moved to Cincinnati, 6'4", 323. Tested great. It feels like he's one of those players that is definitely being slept on. But 2 years at starting right guard for Cincy, 84.1 PFF pass blocking grade, 8 pressures, 0 goose egg, D'Angelo Russell sacks allowed in 2024. A little bit stiff, but is a road grader, is explosive as well. Tested wonderfully. Kendra, welcome on in. Might have to switch sides to left guard since it seems like they're keeping Fries at right guard. So it is what it is. Now, lastly, so checked a lot of boxes. And, yeah, the Vikings should partake in the D-line, but if we're focusing on BPA, like, is that really what we're seeing in this spot? And looking at the board, I mean, Dante Thornton Jr. is super tempting. All right, so his ADP is 186. You're probably going to go soon. Like, who's on the board next? 187. Who has multiple picks left? All right, so Colts, we'll do that. Oh, there you go, Colts. We'll move down 2 spots. Baby, just say yes. All right, so we'll give you the future 7. How's that trade lopsided? All right, there you go. Resume. All right, so just want to make sure that our guy didn't go because that'd be hilarious. That happened before with Billy Bowman. All right, Yarns and Lindenberg. All right, so now we are going to take the receiver, Dante Thornton, and then we'll take our chances with D-line a little bit later on. So Thornton's ridiculous, man. Like 6'5", 205. Yeah, he's a one-trick pony. It's a hell of a trick. Like, he's going to be a vertical deep threat, and that's it. 26 catches for 661, 6 touchdowns, 25.4 yards per catch, right? Absolute physical monster. Like, did amazing at the combine. So Thornton, welcome on in. And is he going to learn the full route tree? Never. No. It's okay. Just go deep and run bubble screens, and that's what we'll do for you. All right, now lastly, we definitely want, well, check out linebacker. Not much. Defensive interior. Let's see here. All right, so Ty, just there chilling. Thor, Stackhouse. He's a stack house. How across the third? They might move Cross to like fullback, which is crazy. All right, so generally, we're taking Ty Robinson in this spot, but let's just change things up. So I am going to take a little bit of Thor Griffin. That's right. So Harvard, Louisville, 6'2", 320. Immovable object is going to bring a little bit more pass rush than you would think. 17 pressures, 3 sacks, 84 run defense grade in 2024 for the Cardinal. Thor Griffith, plus his name's Thor. I mean, how can you not draft Thor freaking Griffith? There you go. Pretty happy with how it's turned out. Of course, I have to be because it's our mock draft. Bah. All right, so Vikings sticking and picking at 24. Malachi Starks just falls to the Vikes, which is fantastic. Dorian Strong in that secondary as well. I like those pieces. Somewhere right now, Daronte Jones and Brian Flores are smiling. JCM, physical freak and running back, does need to work on pass protection. Kendra, road grading guard, adding to that mix. Thornton Jr. So we're betting on physical traits, man. And then Thor Griffith just will not be moved. All right, so I kind of like that a lot. But that is it. 7-round Vikings mock draft for this beautiful Saturday. You guys are the best you know what to do. Skull, production value.